You're welcome back to News Insights. Okay. You were in the studio here. You actually was the one that talked to Dr. Ajuji Ahmed. And there was something he said that because of time couldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
That APC blew their chances over the years.
Yes.
That Nigeria trusted them, that Nigeria were almost so sure that Buhari was going to do better than Jonathan, and successively it has proven otherwise. That even today, if Jonathan comes out to contest against any APC official,
he said he will flog all of them.
He said he will flog all of them. That APC blew their chances. How do you think APC blew their chances?
Okay, so let's look down from the line of Jonathan.
Yeah.
We knew Yar'Adua didn't have a long stay because he had health issues. Passed on. Jonathan took the reign, and he came back for a re-election after the first ticket of both Jonathan and Yar'Adua. So that was his first tenure, and it was assumed or thought about that Jonathan was a weak president. Then there was a sit-at-home campaign when they wanted to increase the fuel, remove the fuel subsidy.
Yeah.
And everybody said no. And generally, I don't know where the assumptions or so many things came from that Jonathan was a weak president. He wasn't putting the right pegs in the right hole, allowing people to dictate what he will do, what he will not do. And everybody also saw it that there was an alliance that came together and formed a political party that let's give them a chance. There seems to be...
And they were preaching change.
Number one, change. Number two, they told us that $1 will be $1. And so many other promises that looked like, we always call it a Greek pie, a Greek gift. And all that. So on that premise, they campaigned. And the person they put forward to be the flag bearer of the party, APC, was General General Buhari. And we know what he did from 1983 to 84 when he was president. We saw him as sincere. But on that tone, we knew that there was an Indiagbon that affected so many things that he did. So we trusted APC. We believed in APC. And he came into
down the line.
And down the line.
What do you think has
Oh,
happened?
boy. It's a story for another day.
Okay, let me put it this way. One of those that championed the cause of APC, the philosophy of APC change, revitalizing the economy, fighting corruption. As a matter of fact, it was corruption. Fight against corruption. Just say Jonathan was corrupt. This was corrupt. This minister was corrupt. But until today, I think Desiani happens to be the only minister that has been tried for corruption under Jonathan. I'm not aware of any other.
I'm not aware.
This was the regime they say was very corrupt. Corruption. Now, do you think Nigeria, in general, has become more corrupt, both even in government and even in private sectors?
Well, it's very clear, even within the government. In fact, it's what is trending in the news. Senator Aliu Dume has said that this is the worst government, the most corrupt government ever in this country. This is within the APC government. He's a member of the ruling party. You remember the role he played in bringing in this government, and even in bringing in the leadership of the National Assembly, and how he fell out with them and how they removed him from the leader of the House. You see, corruption is palpable in this country today. It's an open secret that everything about this government is for sale. Even contractor can confess that to you. Those who have appointment can confess that to you, that they pay to get the appointment they have. And they have to make them. And when they pay the hard currency. You get what I'm saying? So, you see, when, the NPP National Chairman says that, APC blew their chance, he was saying the obvious truth. Because the way Nigeria received the APC in 2015, it was the Messiah has come, especially in the person of, Buhari on the ballot. But down the line, what have we seen? It started from Buhari time, the extent of impunity. In the Buhari era, the media were locked up in the military when he was the military head of state. Mm-hmm. They brought that back, even as a civilian president. And it's even worse off today, wherein we have a man known to be an activist, a Democrat, is now gagging the media. You know, a young man just produced a music a few days ago, and they banned the music. This is what we suffer in the military era during Fela era, where Fela will see what is the ill in the society, we put it in a song. This is what the young man did, and the man, when he was responding, said, "Look, I never, abused Chase. But all I said, I responded to his statement when he said my father is the best, president ever. But I'm telling him that he should tell his father that." The people are hungry. People are dying. You cannot be the best president, and this is happening to the people.
Okay. Now, getting to know clearly that Asiwaju himself fought fiercely against Jonathan's policies. And what he fought fiercely against, one of them is subsidy removal. The event that actually led to Jonathan's suspendal in hell was held in Lagos. The protest, but it was a stationary protest.
Occupy
Nigeria.
Yes, at the Freedom Park. It was a stationary protest. Is it a tool of deception that Asiwaju has now known better for him to come into power, and the first thing he was doing was to remove the subsidy?
What we've always said as analysts is the fact that it was not well planned of how subsidy. The question whether subsidy should be removed or not is, I don't think, is a debate much. Mm-hmm. People want it removed because of the corruption that's pervaded it. But the way it and the manner to which it was removed called to question. I mean, a man that is having a shock, there are things you don't pull out from him immediately. Mm-hmm. You begin to, even a man that is on drugs, you begin to take him off when he's in rehab, But the way it was removed, that's number one. Now, what he does, I don't really like, he doesn't feel the pulse of the people. The pulse of the people must be felt and things must be explained. I was in a meeting the other day. I told them, look, one of the things that they are not doing in this government is to be able to explain and carry people along. If they don't do that, if you are introducing a tax policy that is different from the one that we want to do, you have a NOA, a National Orientation Agency, to educate people the benefits of the new tax policies and what they are going to use the money for. I have always asked, I said, the money that they remove from subsidy, where are they? Okay, the other time he told us that almost 70% of it goes to the state. That means development should stem from the state. We've not seen that. So most of the time, then you now face opposition. You now try to destroy opposition so that there will not be opposition. No, Lagos cannot be Nigeria. In Lagos, there are no opposition. And those are the things that they are preaching. We must not continue with that. We must see that democratic instinct that he has and go with
it. So let me add to what he has said. You see, you asked a question whether it was a tool on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to deceive or he knows better. I would say the two. Because Tinubu is an accountant. That's what he represents to us. If a well-seasoned accountant who knows what the removal of subsidy will mean to the country. And he fought against it vehemently. And that was what demarketed President Goodluck Jonathan. That was the first setback of Jonathan's government. So what Tinubu did was to play on the emotion of Nigeria. That is the years of the deceit. Because most Nigerians do not know the advantage. Like he said, it is later we realize that, yes, this subsidy had to go. Haven't realized that this is what to do. Instead of, like he said, taking step by step. Like we are drunk. We are addicted to subsidy. You have to, do it step by step so that we don't have that shock. But he deliberately did it.
Okay, I was to come to you with the issues of APC blowing their chances on insecurity or security. Bad as it were, issues of insecurity were clearly a thing of Borno State during Jonathan's time. It got to the entire country during Buhari's time. But they came on board telling us that Buhari is a general. He was going to face insecurity.
One of the promises.
While Osinbajo faces the economy. And now the APC have moved further in making all those worse. We lost the largest growing economy under Jonathan.
In Africa.
That we had under Jonathan in Africa. We lost it. In short, we have lost many things. Now, do you think Tinubu is maybe in a direction to hopefully, at least in the economy, the people are feeling it tough. There's no way to say it again. We have no better way to say it. Okay, that one is there. But in insecurity, do you think Tinubu has ability to kind of say, okay, APC was not all for failure. We at least I can change the direction. I can reverse the arc. Taking note that Governor Zulum has just spoken the other day that we are losing grounds to terrorists. Not talk of the kidnappings happening in many other places, but giving him the credit here, we had said on this platform that Tinubu is not really patting the terrorists at the back like Buhari did. But do you think Tinubu can change the course of security?
Well, the event of the past few weeks shows that the insecurity has taken a new dimension, even right in Edo State. Just 2 days ago, another set of hunters were arrested in Edo State from the same Kano, 4 of them with AK-47 and all that. This is the Nigeria we are today, where people carry AK-47 that they are hunter. It's only under APC government. Yes, at the beginning, Tinubu seems to be, tackling the insecurity head on. But from what we were seeing in recent time, from Burunu to Plateau to Edo to Zamfara and all that, we can't say sincerely that the security has improved.
Okay, Kingsley, help me throw light on this. Let's narrow this down to that of Burunu. There is a quote, there is a publication elsewhere that Zulum at a point reintegrated repentant terrorists, was even vouching for that they swore with Quran and things like that. Does it mean his, his naivety, is coming back to haunt him?
So, there are things that there are things that are exclusive on the list of decision to be making.
Yeah.
There are things Zulum was not supposed to dabble into. These terrorists, they are called terrorists. They are on the exclusive list. Nobody should give them, as a governor, you can't give them amnesty. The only person that can give them amnesty is from the presidency or from the federal government. So leaving that part on the side of Zulum was very wrong, because people don't change like that. Before they are integrated into the society, they were Muslims first before they became terrorists. And as a Muslim, they are still terrorists. So the Quran was there when they were doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
So you're not convincing all that swearing with the Quran doesn't make it. So they left things that they were supposed to do in the hands of Zulum.
So
I don't know if
what is your final take on APC redeeming their image?
I think,
like I said, I still believe in miracles.
I think that the president means well. Maybe this is the first time
What
I'm saying
can they do?
But their implementation of a lot of policies are wrong. And
Every Nigerian
means well. But as the person heading the government right now, I think he has good policy. Implementation is one of their problems. And the people working with them are also deceptive.
Do you agree with him that the president has right policies? Because issue of meaning well, we didn't elect a president to mean well.
I don't understand what he's talking about. The man came to campaign to us that, look, he's going to make life better for every one of us. It is not mean. We don't know what to mean in your heart. It's your action. And we have not seen anything in it. Yeah. So I cannot say the president...
If your actions say otherwise, why would tempted to even say you didn't mean well? So because Bible said that by their fruit, we shall know them. So if the Bible said by their fruit, we shall know them, who are you to say no?
Well, I don't have more time, so let's end it there. If I had more time, exactly, that's the issue.
When we'll come back, you can start from the fruit.
Okay.
All right. Like we said, by their fruit, you shall know them. Maybe the president mean well, but until we see the actions, we are not able to know whether he means well or not. And essentially, the president is elected to implement policies that the people will feel. And the people will say, oh, this president has done well. Not the policies where the president needs another person to come and tell us that he has done well. We need to feel it. This is T News Insight. We'll be right back.